Friday, November 20th, 2015. A Delta Force operator, serving as an advisor to the U.S. Embassy in Mali, quickly found himself in the middle of a deadly assault on the luxury Radisson Blu Hotel after 8 gunmen marched room to room, hunting down innocent civilians.
Breaking news out of Mali, a massive hostage situation at a hotel, and now we are hearing 3 people are dead.
And with little to no support or government approval, this rogue operator loaded out with his personal kit and stormed the hotel, where he marched room to room, hunting down the gunmen. In 2015, Delta Force operator Kyle Morgan was on deployment in Africa, working a special assignment as a Task Force DoD advisor to the ambassador of the U.S. Embassy in Mali, with the primary objective of fostering and enhancing relationships between both the embassy personnel and the local community. But despite his diplomatic activities, Morgan, an experienced operator, maintained his readiness, keeping his kit within reach at all times, knowing full well that the region was plagued by various terror cells who mainly recuperate in the region. Terror cells such as Al-Mora Batoon, a group recently targeted by U.S. warplanes months prior in Libya.
Major al-Qaeda militant targeted in Libya.
And after their leader Mokhtar Belmokhtar was unable to be confirmed dead or alive following the strike in Libya, U.S. and U.K. intelligence feared Belmokhtar could potentially be recuperating and rebuilding his group in Mali.
They have not confirmed whether he is dead or alive. The Pentagon
and feared Belmokhtar would become more focused than ever in his goal of destroying Western targets. And one of his easiest targets was the luxurious Radisson Collection Hotel in Bamako, also known as the Radisson Blu, positioned in a relatively modern and upscale region of Mali, known for its embassies, international organizations, and shopping malls. The area hosts a dense population with a high volume of Western nationals doing business at their respective embassies, many of whom stay at the hotel. Al-Mora Batoon wasted no time and launched an attack on the hotel only 4 months after the attack in Libya. And on the morning of November 20th at approximately 7 a.m., Kyle Morgan was phoned by an embassy staffer warning him of an ongoing assault at the nearby Radisson Blu Hotel, reporting that 8 heavily armed gunmen were running rampant throughout the building, and that the embassy deputy next door wasn't answering his phone. Morgan quickly loaded out, grabbing his HK-416 and his plate carrier, and sprinted next door to the deputy's residence. As he made contact, the deputy was on his phone with his security personnel, currently stuck inside the hotel and under attack. Morgan, realizing nobody else was coming, informed the deputy he was going to rescue them. The deputy looked at him like he was crazy and ignored him. Morgan doubled down and informed the deputy he wasn't asking. He took their room and phone numbers and sprinted for the hotel. Morgan received yet another phone call from the U.S. Embassy staffer, informing him of an American who just called in, reporting he was stuck inside the hotel within the dining hall, which was actively on fire. To reach the American first, Morgan sprinted toward the side of the building engulfed in flames and burst through a service door, successfully breaching the hotel. He then followed a path of casualties to the stairway and bolted up the stairs to locate the dining hall. Once inside, he was unable to breathe through the thick smoke. He then dropped to the ground and crawled his way to locate the American. Once located, he then herded a group of civilians stranded in the dining hall and evacuated the group from the building, where he then phoned the embassy and organized a shuttle to escort them away from the area. Morgan then returned inside to provide aid and hunt down the gunmen, as security personnel on the scene desperately attempted to do the same. The U.S. Embassy staffer continues notifying Morgan of various civilians trapped within the hotel. He picks up a piece of paper off the ground and writes down their room numbers and goes room to room kicking down doors until he finds himself face to face with the gunman in the stairwell. But first, a quick word from today's sponsor, Aura. Last summer, I received wave after wave of robocalls, sometimes even up to 5 times a day. These calls from AI soundboards aren't just annoying, they're also dangerous. That's why today I'm proud this video is sponsored by Aura. Aura tackles the problem at its roots by identifying data brokers who are collecting and selling your information, which is one of many ways AI scammers are getting your information. And recently, there have been multiple reports of AI-generated robocallers attempting to clone your voice by recording its likeness each time you answer the phone. Its likeness is then used to scam your loved ones. It's a wake-up call about how exposed and vulnerable our personal privacy and information really is, especially in this ever-changing age of AI. By automatically opting out of data broker lists, Aura has significantly reduced the number of spam calls that I receive and has helped me secure my information. That's right, Aura opts out of these data broker lists for you, but that's not all they do. Aura's comprehensive protection offers a suite of tools, including antivirus, VPN for secure browsing, password management, identity theft insurance, and even credit monitoring, all in one place. There's no juggling between multiple subscriptions or apps. Aura does it all in one convenient place, providing a peace of mind in an age where digital privacy almost seems like a myth. If you're tired of spam calls and sick of people selling your information, I highly recommend checking out Aura. They've been kind enough to offer you guys a 2-week free trial. Just visit aura.com/popomedic or check the link in the description down below. After clearing and evacuating the first few floors, Morgan continues on through the emergency stairwell and ascends towards the upper levels. Concurrently, descending gunmen unexpectedly converge with Morgan in the stairwell. Instantly, both men open fire and leap backwards around their respective corners. Neither Morgan or the gunman were hit, but enraged, Morgan got to his feet and aggressively reapproached the gunman until he heard the sound of a pulled grenade pin. The explosion rocked the building and Morgan, bringing him in and out of consciousness. And although disoriented, Morgan was spared of any injuries, let alone shrapnel. He quickly got back on his feet and approached the stairs once again, only to be thrown another grenade. Morgan quickly burst through the door of the stairwell and realized he needs help. With his rifle covering the door to the stairs, he dials the embassy, asking for any assistance he can get. And shortly after, a group of local security personnel meet Morgan at the stairwell, none of which speak any English. He begins physically placing men in various strategic locations among the stairwell and elevator shafts, blocking all egresses within the building, creating a vacuum seal on the terrace located on the top floor, buying Morgan enough time to continue clearing floors and evacuating civilians. Meanwhile, Morgan's former teammate, embedded with a small French assault team in a neighboring area, arrives via helicopter and breaches the hotel by 1 p.m. Morgan rendezvous with his team and stacks up in the rear. As the team advances, the French assault force begin exchanging fire with one of the security personnel members Morgan had positioned near the stairs, resulting in a French soldier taking a round in the helmet. They then quickly decided to move Morgan up front and take the lead. Yeah, no shit. Morgan led the team to the top floor and successfully located the gunmen, who had barricaded themselves within a large storage room with a single entrance. Within was an additional door in the rear, leading to a smaller closet space, where the gunmen were hiding. Despite attempts to breach, the assailants held their ground, opening fire on the door repeatedly. With no alternative entry points and facing a barrage of gunfire, the assault team resorted to using a shield to push through the singular doorway, exposing themselves to the gunman's fire. And the shield bearer was struck in his arm and hand, causing severe damage. Yet he maintained his grip, enabling his team to lob a grenade directly on top of the gunman, hiding within. One survived the blast and attempted to pick up his weapon, at which point Morgan entered the room and finished him off.
This man says he heard really loud shots and screams and men speaking in English, saying, "Come on, shoot here and there." Malian special forces moved in. They were backed up by their French counterparts and one off-duty American special forces member.
In the days following the attack, Mali special forces arrested 2 men along the outskirts of Bamako in connection with the attack. It's alleged up to 4 remain at large. In total, 170 were taken hostage, 20 of which were killed. Only 2 gunmen were found dead. Kyle Morgan spent over 12 hours in the hotel and kicked in more than 50 doors. Weeks later, Morgan would return to the hotel and remove the storage room door the terrorists hid behind and converted it into a beer pong table, which remains in his house in North Carolina, where he resides today. He now teaches active shooter training through his company, Blue Bearing Solutions. This isn't a sponsorship by Kyle Morgan, but we're gonna get him past 10K.
It's like that pressure, that monkey off my back of, they need Kyle Morgan. Oh, then, I'm 965. They need me. No, it's not. The fucking next man up. It's a machine. This country needs that. The world needs it. I don't.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. There's a lot more videos in the works, and you don't want to miss them. And also be sure to check me out over on Instagram as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.